On this episode of Travels with Bill, we're in Swan River, Manitoba at the Northwest Roundup and Exhibition, and we're checking out the horticulture and craft displays. We're going to start with the Lego contest, and this is so cool. It was the first year for a really big Lego contest. Kids entered from all over the Swan River Valley, and they were after some pretty big prize money too. First place was a $150 gift certificate to the local Lego store, 83 North. Second prize, $100. Third prize, $50. Well, that certainly got the entries out. Look at them all. They're so amazing. Now, these aren't necessarily kits. In fact, they aren't kits at all for the most part. Mostly, they're self-made creations, so I did see a couple things in there that maybe were kind of kit-based. Doesn't really matter, though. They did amazing. The kids did such an excellent job, and they were so excited about the Lego, too. Not just the Lego here, there's lots of other stuff, too. So we're kind of in that crafty section. See all the photos in the background? So those are different photo collages. There's some paintings here as well. The way this stuff works is they have a whole book full of categories, and you enter in the different categories, and then they pick prizes out. So usually they pick first, second, and third place, depending a little bit on how many entries there are, I suppose. If there's only one entry, well, we'll see what happens. You don't always necessarily get first place, but if you're good enough, you would. It's kind of a cool thing. A lot of kids used to do this when I was younger. Not as many now. Obviously, you don't see as many entries, but if you pick up the book, it doesn't cost that much, 50 cents, buck or something to enter. There's prize money for this too, so it's certainly worthwhile. Some potatoes there, beets. I see some onions. Oh, look at the eggs. There's little guys there with eggs and something growing out of the top of them. If you want to show off your gardening, well, it's certainly the thing to do. So I remember way back when I was a little fella and my grandma was big into doing fair stuff. So this time of year, when it was going to be the fair time, the week before, maybe 2 weeks before, she would be insane in the garden, making sure everything was ready, making sure she could enter it all. She did a lot of the baking stuff too. That's kind of a different building here, not where we are now, but she would go through all the baking and make the pies, make the everything and enter. And of course, her goal was to win. If she wasn't winning, something was wrong and she needed to change it because the fair was a huge deal to her. Some fairy gardens going by there. Looks like some more pictures as well. It always amazes me all the different things folks come up with. If you look at these, there's quite a few different people entering. But like I said before, this room used to be a lot fuller. And maybe kids these days, is it the video games? Maybe they just don't know it exists either. It's on the website, the northwestroundup.ca website. You can download the guide and see exactly what you can enter. And it's one of those things you can work on all year and get ready for the next time the Northwest Roundup comes around. Fairs all over the province of Manitoba do these sorts of things too. So there's some people that actually go from fair to fair to fair, entering different things for people to see. It's kind of neat to see all the different things. Lots of these, though, are local people. Some kids, some adults, obviously. Look at the flowers there. Their best bouquet, I suppose. Some potted flowers as well. Certainly some pencil artwork there. This looks like some color arts as well, maybe pencil crayons. And well, the fairy gardens are kind of cool. That looks like one going by there again. Certainly lots to see. This part of the Northwest Roundup is air conditioned because of the flowers and the fruits and the vegetables. They need to be kept cool or else things go pretty bad. But certainly you can come in here. This is all included in your one-pay gate. So if you want to come see what people have been up to, you just come on in after you're in the main grounds and you take a peek at it. There's always volunteers here kind of watching to make sure nothing gets too out of hand with people, well, enjoying the scenery, I suppose. Hopefully this gives you some ideas of what you could do if you're thinking of entering the fair this year or next. We'll see you next time on the next episode of Travels with Bill.